This is Hamishi, the fifth reading of our weekly Torah portion of Shoftim. It is in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 14 through chapter 19, verse 13. It is 22 verses, starting from verse 14. Ki hagoyim ha'ele asher ata yoresh otam el me'onenin ve'el kosmin ישמעו ואתה לא כן נתן לך אדוני אלוהיך. For these nations which you are to possess hearken to diviners of auspicious times and soothsayers, but as for you, the Lord your God has not given you these things like these. Navi mekir becha me'achecha kamoni Yakim lecha Adonai Elohecha, Ilav tishma'u. A prophet from among you, from your brothers, like me, the Lord your God will set up for you, you shall hearken to him. Kechol asher shalta me'im Adonai Elohecha bechorev, beyom hakahal lemor, lo osef lishmoa et kol Adonai Elohai, ואת האש הגדולה הזאת לא אראה עוד ולא אמות, according to all that you asked of the Lord your God in Horeb on the day of the assembly, saying, let me not continue to hear the voice of the Lord my God, and let me no longer see this great fire, so that I will not die. Vayomer Adonai Elai hitivu asher diberu. And the Lord said to me, they have done well in what they have spoken. Navi akim lahem, bikerev achehem, kamocha, v'natati devarai befiv, v'diber alehem, et kol asher atzavenu. I will set up a prophet for them from among their brothers like you, and I will put my words into his mouth, and he will speak to them all that I command him. V'haya ha'ish asher lo yishma el devarai asher yidaber bishmi anochi edrosh me'imo. And it will be that whoever does not hearken to my words that he speaks in my name, I will exact it of him. אך הנביא אשר יזיד לדבר דבר בשמי, את אשר לא ציוויתיו לדבר ואשר ידבר בשם אלוהים אחרים, ומת הנביא ההוא. But the prophet who intentionally speaks a word in my name which I did not command him to speak, or who speaks in the name of other gods, that prophet shall die. וכי תאמר בלבבך, איכה נדע את הדבר, asher lo dibro Adonai. Now if you say to yourself, how will we know the word that the Lord did not speak? Asher yedaber hanavi b'shem Adonai, ve'lo yihyeh hadavar, ve'lo yavo hu hadavar asher lo dibro Adonai, b'zadon dibro hanavi, lo tagur bimenu. If the prophet speaks in the name of the Lord, and the thing does not occur, and does not come about, that is the thing the Lord did not speak. The prophet has spoken it wantonly, you shall not be afraid of him. And now chapter 19. כי החליט אדוני אלוהיך את הגויים אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך את ארצם וירשתם ישבת בעריהם ובבתיהם. When the Lord your God cuts off the nations whose land the Lord your God is giving you, and you inherit them and dwell in their cities and in their houses. שלוש ערים תבדיל לך בתוך ארצך אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך לרשתה. You shall separate 3 cities for yourself in the midst of your land, which the Lord your God is giving you to possess. תכין לך הדרך ושילשת את גבול ארצך אשר ינחיל לך אדוני אלוהיך והיה לנוס שמה כל רוצח. Prepare the road for yourself and divide into 3 parts the boundary of your land, which the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, and it will be for every killer to flee there. וזה דבר הרוצח, אשר ינוס שמה וחי, אשר יכה את רעהו בבלי דעת, והוא לא שונא לו אתמול שלשום. And this is the case of the killer who will flee there so that he may live, whoever strikes his fellow to death unintentionally, whom he did not hate in times past. ואשר יבוא את רעהו ביער לחטוב עצים, ונדחה ידו בגרזן לכרות העץ, ונשל הברזל מן העץ, ומצא את רעהו ומת. הוא ינוס אל אחת הערים האלה וחי. When a man goes with his fellow into the forest to chop wood, and his hand swings the axe to cut down the tree, and the iron flies off the handle, and it reaches his fellow, and he dies, he shall flee to one of these cities and live. פן ירדוף גואל אדם אחרי הרוצח, כי יחם לבבו והשיגו, כי הרבה הדרך והיכהו נפש, ולא אין משפט מוות, כי לא שונא הוא, לא מתמול שלשום. Lest the avenger of the blood pursue the killer while his heart is hot and overtake him, because the way is long, and he strikes him to death, whereas he was not deserving of death, for he had not hated him in times past. Al ken anochi mitzavcha lemor shalosh arim tavdil lach. Therefore I command you, saying, you shall separate for yourself 3 cities. ואם ירחיב אדוני אלוהיך את גבולך כאשר נשבע לאבותיך ונתן לך את כל הארץ אשר דיבר לתת אבותיך. And when the Lord your God expands your boundary, and as he swore to your forefathers, and he gives you all the land of which he spoke to give to your forefathers, כי תשמור את כל המצווה הזאת לעשותה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום לאהבה את אדוני אלוהיך, וללכת בדרכיו כל הימים, ואספת לך עוד 3 ערים על 3 האלה. If you will keep all this commandment to perform it, which I command you this day, to love the Lord your God, and to walk in his ways all the days, you shall add 3 more cities for yourself in addition to these 3. ולא ישפך דם נקי בקרב ארצך, אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך נחלה והיה עליך דמים. So that innocent blood will not be shed in the midst of your land, which the Lord your God gives you for an inheritance, which would deem you guilty of having shed this blood. וכי יהיה איש שונא לרעהו, והרב לו וקם עליו והיכהו נפש ומת ונס אל אחת הערים האלה. But if a man hates his fellow, lies in wait for him, rises up against him and strikes him mortally, and he flees to one of these cities, ושלחו זקני עירו ולקחו אותו משם, ונתנו אותו ביד גואל אדם ומת. The elders of his city shall send and take him from there and deliver him into the hand of the avenger of blood, that he may die. לא תחוס עינך עליו, וביראת אדם הנקי מישראל וטוב לך. And you shall not pity him, but you shall abolish the shedding of blood of the innocent from Israel, and it will be good for you.